University Challenge. Asking the questions, Jeremy Paxman.
Hello, two more teams of students are preparing to show true grit, and whichever of them is the grittier will get through to the second round. The losers will fall by the wayside unless their score is among the 4 highest losing scores from these first-round matches. Balliol College, Oxford, was founded in the 13th century by John de Balliol, an advisor to Henry III. The college has made several appearances on this series, but winning the trophy has so far eluded them. Perhaps they've been distracted by seeking glory in other fields of public life, with 3 of their alumni, Asquith, Macmillan and Heath, becoming Prime Minister. The Labour bigwig Dennis Healey went to Balliol, as did the economist Adam Smith and the poet Gerard Manley Hopkins. J.M. Barrie sent Captain Hook there, and it's where Dorothy L. Sayers educated her sleuth, Lord Peter Wimsey. Representing around 615 students and with an average age of 23, let's meet the Balliol team.
Hi, I'm Freddie Potts. I'm from Newcastle and I'm reading history.
Hello, I'm Jacob Lloyd. I'm from London and I'm reading for a DPhil in English.
And their captain?
Hi, I'm Joey Goldman. I'm from London and I'm reading for a degree in philosophy and theology.
Hi, I'm Ben Pope. I'm from sunny Sydney and I'm doing a DPhil in astrophysics.
Now, their opponents represent Imperial College London, which won this series in 1996 and 2001. Imperial was founded in 1907 and was part of the University of London for much of its existence, becoming independent again on its centenary in 2007. Its main campus is in South Kensington, where the area's skyline is dominated by its copper-domed Queen's Tower, saved from demolition by Sir John Betjeman. With over 16,000 students, its past high achievers include the writer H.G. Wells, the inventor of penicillin, Sir Alexander Fleming, and Darwin's bulldog, the biologist Thomas Huxley. With an average age of 21, let's meet the Imperial team.
Hello, I'm Rupert Belsham. I'm from London and I'm studying physics.
Hi, I'm Lottie Whittingham. I'm from Tinkleton in Dorset and I'm studying medicine.
And this is their captain.
Hello, I'm Jasper Menkes. I'm from San Francisco, California, and I'm reading physics.
Hi, I'm Nas Andriopoulos. I'm from Bradford Navan in Wiltshire, and I'm studying chemistry with molecular physics.
Well, you all know the rules, so I won't bother reciting them. Fingers on the buzzers, here's your first starter for 10. Books always speak of other books, and every story tells a story that has already been told. These are the words of which writer who died in 2016? They appear in the postscript to his debut novel...
Imperial Belsham.
Umberto Eco.
Umberto Eco is correct, yes. Right, you get a set of bonuses. The first lot are on Germany Imperial College. Firstly, for 5 points, a founder of the Christian Democratic Union who was instrumental in negotiating West Germany's membership of NATO. Who was the first Chancellor of the Federal Republic?
Best guess? We don't know, sorry.
That's Konrad Adenauer. Secondly, born Herbert Frahm, which Chancellor took Norwegian citizenship for the duration of World War II? He won the Nobel Peace Prize in 1971 for his work in improving relations between East and West Germany.
No, just again.
Best guess? Anything?
No.
We don't know that either.
That was Willy Brandt. And finally, which Christian Democrat served as the first Chancellor of the reunited Germany and became the longest-serving Chancellor after Bismarck?
Anything?
I can't remember any German chancellors.
No, sorry.
That's Helmut Kohl. 10 points for this. In an act of the same name of 1713, Parliament voted to provide a public reward for such person or persons as shall discover within certain...
Balliol-Lloyd.
Longitude?
Correct. Your first bonuses, Balliol College, are on internet encyclopedias. Firstly, the wiki community and online wiki encyclopedia, known by the acronym GANFID, G-A-N-F-Y-D, was founded in 2005 by a group of British people working in or training for which profession?
Does it say some sort of Welsh?
No, it's not something Welsh.
OK. What do we think?
I have no idea.
Mining?
No, it's medicine. It stands for get a note from your doctor. Secondly, also known as Hudong, which social network includes China's largest wiki? Its name means encyclopedia.
Chinese. It's a Chinese thing. What's the... Could be. What's it?
Is it the Weibo or something? I can't remember.
Weibo?
No, it's Biker. And Memory Alpha is a wiki encyclopedia devoted to the universe of which science fiction franchise?
Star Trek.
Correct. 10 points for this. The packaging for a perfume launched in the 1930s by the designer Elsa Schiaparelli is the origin of the two-word name of which colour described in a contemporary publication as a crude, cruel shade of rose?
Imperial Mencus.
Chanel pink.
No, anyone like to buzz from Balliol? One of you can buzz. You can't confer, but one of you can buzz.
Balliol Goldman.
Flame red.
No, it's shocking pink. 10 points for this. Considered a global threat and one of the key indicators of social development by the World Health Organization, which illness is an acute intestinal infection caused by the ingestion of food or water?
Balliol Potts.
E. coli?
No, you lose 5 points. Contaminated with various strains of the Vibrio bacterium.
Imperial Whittingham.
Cholera?
Cholera is correct, yes. Right, your bonuses are on the French author and poet Christine de Pizan. Firstly, for 5 points, after the death of her husband, a royal secretary, Christine de Pizan turned to writing to support her family. Her prose work, The Book of the City of Ladies, is based on a work by Boccaccio and appeared in the first decade of which century?
18th or 19th, I'm not sure.
I go with 18th.
18th.
No, it's the 15th century, the 1400s. Christine wrote a noted biography of which French king, known as the Wise. He led a recovery after the disasters of the early part of the Hundred Years' War.
It's not like Henri the First or something. Yeah. Henri the Second. Henri the First?
No, it's Charles V. And finally, written in 1429, Christine's last work is a celebration of the early victories of which contemporary military figure?
I don't know, Martel? No, it's too late, isn't it?
Which century are we talking?
Martel?
Just go. Yeah.
Martel?
No, it was Joan of Arc. We're going to take a picture round. For your picture starter, you'll see a map of the world with 4 countries highlighted. The 2-letter ISO codes of these countries can be combined to form the name of a capital city. 10 points if you can work out which one.
Imperial Belgium.
Vilnius.
No, anyone like to buzz from Balliol?
Balliol Lloyd.
Oslo?
No, it's Brussels. It's Brazil, the United States, Sweden and Lesotho. So picture bonuses in a moment or two. 10 points at stake for this starter question. There might not be a presenter as gleefully unself-conscious working today. He got his job because undiluted joy for railways radiates from his very being. These words refer to which broadcaster? In the 1990s, he was Chief Secretary to...
Imperial Mencus.
Michael Portillo?
Correct, yes. Right, you get a set of picture bonuses. 3 more maps. Again, in each case, the 2-letter ISO codes of the countries highlighted can be combined to give the name of a capital city. 5 points for each you can work out. Firstly, for 5.
What's that? Morocco. It's like MO. What's that? Cambodia. CA. CAMOH. CAMONI. It's like Honduras or something, or Nicaragua?
Yeah, I think it's...
Nimuka?
I don't know.
Monaco?
Yeah, that could be...
If it's Ammo.
Monaco?
No, it's Manila. It was Morocco, Nicaragua and Laos was the one you failed to identify in Southeast Asia. Secondly...
Bolivia.
Gabon, Mauritania,
BOGA. What's that one? That's
BOGA.
That's Romania.
BOG. Niger. Bolivia, Niger. Bulgaria? Romania, sorry.
And Gabon.
Gaborone?
Gaborone? No.
Do you know what it
Gaborone.
is?
Go Gaborone.
Gaborone.
Nominate Andriopoulos.
Gaborone.
Correct. Well done. Gabon, Bolivia, Romania and Niger. And finally...
Australia, Namibia, or Mozambique. Namibia and Australia.
South Sudan.
SSAUNA.
Nassau.
Nassau.
Correct. Well done. 10 points for this. In biology, what Greek-derived term denotes the process sometimes known as self-digestion? That is the destruction of...
Imperial Whittingham.
Autophagy.
No, you lose 5 points. That is the destruction of cells or tissues by enzymes present within them.
Balliol-Goldman.
Endophagy.
No, it's autolysis. 10 points for this. Located in the West Bank near the River Jordan, which city is among those claiming to be the world's oldest continually inhabited city? In biblical history, it was the first town attacked by the Israelites.
Balliol Pope.
Jericho?
Jericho's correct. Your bonuses are on astronomy, Balliol. Which celestial body was discovered on July the 23rd, 1995, later known as the Great Comet of 1997? Its home page became the first NASA website to receive over 1 million hits a day.
He's just Haley-Bopp. Is that?
Haley-Bopp.
It was Hale-Bopp, but you've identified the right comet. Hale-Bopp reached its closest point to the Sun on April the 1st, 1997, at a distance of 0.91 AU. By what term is this point known?
Periapsis. It's instead of the sun, right? Yeah.
Okay. The perihelion.
Perihelion is right. At the time of its discovery by 2 amateur astronomers, Hale-Bopp was at a distance of over 7 astronomical units from the Sun. That is between the orbit of which 2 planets?
Okay. Jupiter and Saturn.
Correct. Right, 10 points for this. Which public figure shares a surname with the Irish-born author of A Modest Proposal, while her first...
Imperial Belsham.
Swift.
I'm afraid you lose 5 points. While her first name is the surname of the actress who won Academy Awards for performances in Butterfield 8 and Who's Afraid of Virginia Woolf?
Balliol Pope.
Taylor Swift.
Taylor Swift is correct, yes. Right, your bonuses are on cultural studies in Britain, Balliol. Which Jamaican-born sociologist and theorist was associated with Britain's first cultural studies programme at Birmingham University from 1964? He's noted for his paper Encoding, Decoding.
He's one of the New Left Review guys. Right.
Williams.
No, it's Stuart Hall. For his thinking on race, Stuart Hall is often called the godfather of which body of thought in political philosophy? It centres on the proper way to respond to cultural and religious diversity.
I don't think it's supposed to be. That could be.
Multiculturalism.
Correct. Hall is often said to have coined what term? He used it in an article in Marxism Today in January 1979 to denote the politics of a specific politician born in 1925.
70, so politician. It's in 75 of someone born in 25. Someone presumably he's opposed to. We think of some sort of 25. No, 'cause I think it's reference to a person.
Let's go for that. Neoliberalism.
No, it's Thatcherism. Oh. 10 points for this. Which group of 5 or 6 species form the largest of the perissodactyls, an order of hoofed mammals that includes horses and zebras? All are either threatened or endangered and are restricted to eastern and southern Africa and to parts of tropical Asia.
Imperial Mencus.
Rhinoceros?
Correct. These bonuses are on novels published in 2015. Punished as a child by her mother for her midnight black skin, Lula Ann Bridewell is the central character in God Help the Child, the 11th novel by which Nobel Prize-winning author?
Zora Neale Hurston, but it's not.
Dominic Whittingham.
Zora Neale Hurston.
No, it's Toni Morrison. Secondly, set in 1994 during the Balkan Wars, Love, Sex and Other Foreign Policy Goals is the debut novel of which author and co-writer of the television comedies Peep Show and The Thick of It?
Armando Nucci?
Yeah.
Armando Iannucci.
No, it's Jesse Armstrong. And finally, concerning Teddy, a would-be poet and bomber pilot in the Second World War, A God in Ruins is the companion piece to which author's best-selling 2013 novel, Life After Life?
Oh, God.
I don't know.
Smith.
It's Kate Atkinson. Right, we're going to take a music round now. For your music starter, you'll hear a piece of classical music by a German composer. 10 points if you can identify the composer.
Balliol-Goldman.
Beethoven.
It was Beethoven, yes, part of his violin sonata, opus number 12. He dedicated that violin sonata to the composer Antonio Salieri, with whom he studied between 1800 and 1802. Salieri was an influence on the careers of many now well-known composers. For your music bonuses, works by 3 more of them. 5 points for each composer you can identify. Firstly, for 5, this Austrian composer.
Mozart.
No, that's Schubert. Salieri brought him to the Imperial Seminary. Secondly, the German composer of this operatic overture.
Hindemith.
No, that's Meyerbeer. He was an advisor to Meyerbeer early in his career. And finally, this Central European composer.
He said Austria. But I don't really have another go. I don't know.
Dvorak.
No, that's Liszt. Salieri taught him at one point. 10 points for this. The son of the king of Thessaly, which Greek hero was the only one of his father's children to survive when his uncle Pelias usurped the throne? Given the centaur...
Balliol-Pope.
Achilles.
I'm afraid you lose 5 points. Given to the centaur Chiron to tutor, his later desertion of Medea is the subject of a play by Euripides. One of you can buzz. Imperial, no?
Imperial Mencus.
Heracles.
No, it's Jason. 10 points for this. In North America, what specific Latin-derived adjective is used to describe an election for the chief executive officer of a US state and to refer generally...
Balliol-Potts.
Gubernatorial.
Gubernatorial is correct, yes. These bonuses, Balliol, are on the sciences. In physics, the cyclotron principle involves using an electric field to accelerate charged particles across a gap between 2 magnetic field regions in the shape of what letter?
An O.
No, it's a D. In Earth science, the D double prime layer is a 200-kilometre thick layer in which part of the Earth between the crust and the core?
Mantle.
Correct. In 1570, John Dee edited the first English translation of which ancient Greek mathematical treatise? I need the title and the author.
Euclid's Elements. Could be.
Euclid's Elements.
Correct. 10 points for this. Born in Western Germany in 1820, who moved to Manchester to work for his family business in 1840?
Balliol-Potts.
Friedrich Engels.
Correct. Balliol, these bonuses are on painters described by the art historian E.H. Gombrich as 3 desperately lonely men. All 3 were born in the mid-19th century. Firstly, proud to be called a barbarian is Gombrich's description of which former stockbroker? Feeling himself misunderstood in Europe, he spent several years living in the South Sea Islands.
It's Gauguin.
Gauguin.
Correct. He had decided to start from scratch, as if no painting had been done before him. Gombrich wrote those words of which French artist, whom he described as the father of modern art?
Cézanne? Yeah, I think Cézanne.
Cézanne.
It is Cézanne, yes. And finally, according to Gombrich, which Dutch artist used brushstrokes to convey his excitement and to tell us something of the state of his mind?
Yeah, that makes sense.
Van Gogh.
Correct. Right, we're going to take us another picture round. For your picture starter, you're going to see a still from a film. For 10 points, I want you to identify the film, please.
Balliol Pope.
Metropolis.
It is Metropolis, yes. That was Fritz Lang's expressionist work. It was made in 1927. It features an early example of that staple of science fiction, the robot. For your bonuses, stills from 3 more films, each depicting robots, androids or synthetic people. 5 points for each if you can identify the film. Firstly...
Lost in Space.
No, that's Forbidden Planet. Secondly...
This is Blade Runner.
Correct. And finally...
Ex Machina.
Correct. Right, 10 points for this. What object features in the artwork Black Kites by Gabriel Orozco forms a pyramid in a painting by Paul Cézanne and can be seen in anamorphic form at the base of...
Balliol Goldman.
A skull.
Skull is correct, yes, human skulls. These bonuses, Balliol College, are on Britain and Japan. Which decade saw the signing of the Anglo-Japanese Treaty of Amity and Commerce? The start of the Second Opium War and the suppression of the Indian Mutiny occurred earlier in the same decade.
1850s.
Correct. Which decade saw the signing of the Anglo-Japanese alliance in London? The terms of the treaty would discourage French participation in the Russo-Japanese War, which began 2 years later.
1900s.
Yeah, OK. 1900s.
Correct. The Anglo-Japanese alliance lapsed during which decade? The same decade saw the Washington Naval Conference and the Locarno Treaties.
1920s.
Yeah, 1920s.
Correct. 10 points for this. In zoology, mollusca and chordata are examples of which tax...
Balliol Pope.
Phyla.
Yes, I'll accept that. Yeah, that's the plural of phylum, which was what I was getting towards, so yes, that's fine. Your bonuses are on people whose lives spanned a similar period to that of Sir Winston Churchill, Balliol College, who lived from 1874 to 1965. In each case, name the person from the description. Firstly, the 31st President of the United States. Before his political career, he'd been a mining engineer in China and organised relief work in Europe during the First World War.
Truman? Herbert Hoover.
Yeah. Hoover.
Correct. Secondly, a Polish-American business magnate. The company that bears her name is a leading manufacturer and distributor of beauty products.
Polish-American. That's her name.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. Bulgari.
No, it's Helena Rubinstein. And finally, a writer who won a record 4 Pulitzer Prizes for poetry associated with New England. His works include Dust of Snow, A Winter Eden, and The Road Less Travelled.
Yes. Robert Frost.
Correct. 4.5 minutes to go. 10 points at stake for this. The Zone of Interest is the second Holocaust-themed novel by which British writer whose Booker shortlisted work Time's Arrow?
Balliol Goldman.
Martin Amis.
Correct. Your bonuses are on chemistry, Balliol. In each case, give the oxidation state of the named element in its given compound. Firstly, what is the oxidation state of silicon in a molecule of silicon dioxide?
I'm going to say +4.
Does that work for you?
+4.
+4 is correct. What is the oxidation state of carbon in a molecule of ethane?
I'm going to say +4 again.
Okay. We'll go +4 again.
No, it's -3. And finally, what is the oxidation state of oxygen in a molecule of hydrogen peroxide?
This is an unusual one. -1, I think.
Yeah, that sounds good.
-1.
Correct. 10 points for this. In chemistry, what term denotes the number of atoms, ions, or molecules that a central atom or ion holds as its nearest neighbours in...
Balliol Pope.
Valence.
No. I'm afraid you lose 5 points, as its nearest neighbours in a complex or crystal.
Imperial Andriopolis.
Coordination number?
Correct. Imperial, your bonuses are on philosophy in the early 20th century. In each case, name the author of the following. All were originally published in English. Firstly, Democracy and Education and Experience and Nature.
Quickly, anything.
Wittgenstein.
Nominate Belgium.
Wittgenstein.
No, it's John Dewey. Secondly, Principia Ethica and A Defence of Common Sense.
Is that Russell? No.
Yeah, it is Russell.
Russell?
No, it's G.E. Moore. And finally, On Denoting the Problems of Philosophy and the Analysis of Mind.
Anything? Quickly.
Russell again.
That was Russell, yes, Bertrand Russell. 10 points for this. For what do the letters REF stand when describing a system for assessing the quality...
Balliol-Lloyd.
Research Excellence Framework.
Correct. Determines how universities get money. Right, your bonuses are on oases, Balliol College. Al-Hassa is the largest oasis in which country? Incorporated into the Principality of Najd before World War I, it lies close to Al-Dammam, its country's main oil-producing area.
Saudi Arabia.
Correct. In which country is the Siwa oasis? In antiquity, it was the location of the oracle temple of the god Ammon, visited by Alexander the Great.
Egypt.
Correct. Rising in the Karakoram Mountains, the river Yarkand irrigates a large oasis southeast of Kashgar in the far west of which country?
Kashgar?
It's in Xinjiang.
Okay, so I think China.
China.
China is correct. 10 points for this. What surname links the English scientist who in 1774 claimed to have discovered dephlogisticated air and the...
Balliol Goldman.
Priestley.
Priestley is correct, yes. Your bonuses this time, Balliol, are on 7-letter terms in the sciences. In each case, give the term from the definition. All 3 begin with the same letter. Firstly, in physics, a term from an SI-derived unit that denotes the potential difference in a direct current circuit.
Voltage.
Correct. In chemistry, a word that may follow blue, green, white or rose in the trivial names of metal sulfates.
7 letters we need.
Pass.
It's vitriol. And finally, in medicine, a substance used clinically for immunisation against a pathogen.
Vaccine.
Vaccine.
Correct. 10 points for this. The Strait of Belle Isle and the Cabot Strait link which gulf to the Atlantic Ocean? The gulf shares its name with the river that's at the outlet...
Balliol Pope.
Hudson?
No, you lose 5 points. That is the outlet of the North American Great Lakes. It's the St. Lawrence. And at the gong, Imperial College London had 55, Balliol College Oxford had 220. Well, you were a bit unlucky with the fall of questions. I could see you kicking yourselves at some of the science questions that they got that you didn't get. But I'm afraid we're going to have to say goodbye to you, Imperial. Balliol, that was a terrific performance. We shall look forward to seeing you in round 2. I hope you can join us next time for another first-round match. But until then, it's goodbye from Imperial College London.
Goodbye.
Bye.
It's goodbye from Balliol College Oxford.
Goodbye.
And it's goodbye from me. Goodbye.